Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening in to my videos. It's greatly appreciated, especially the ones that continue to come back. Much love. Now, if you haven't heard me before on other videos, I have said that I'm not doing any reviews of Love and Marriage Huntsville because basically, in a word, boring. It was boring, and it is kind of boring. I believe the word I used was lackluster. It's lacking, excitement on the majority of the episodes, and that is true. Tonight was a little bit better, a little bit more spicier, and then obviously next week is going to be even more spicier than this week, with the big fight and argument and everything. But so yeah, and because of that, this season and last season, I'm not really doing no reviews of it because it's kind of boring. And I'm not going to do one on it tonight, but I did want to come with a little bit of commentary, my opinion, and I want you guys to share your opinion as well about tonight's episode and what I'm talking about tonight as it relates to the episode, but mainly about Letitia and Marcel and Mel and Martell, but mainly Letitia, Marcel, and Martell and their dynamics right now, because Mel is kind of out of it because she, didn't want to have nothing to do with Martell during this season, pretty much. I mean, they came together a couple of times, like last week she went over to his house or whatever, but for the most part she like, let's keep a distance. But now that Martell doesn't have Mel, it was all these M names. You get so tongue tied or whatever. So forgive me in advance if I'm called Martell, Marceau, and Marceau, Martell, and you know what I mean? Because it's like that. But yeah, he has to grovel now, basically. Don't you agree? Like, I felt like when I was watching it tonight that Martell is sitting up here like literally like groveling, like he's like going back on all fours, trying to get back in the good graces of Letitia and Marceau with the business scope that he helped Martell, or Marceau rather, get. Like, he helped him build it up. Like, you saw that other video that I did where Melanie out her own mouth very graciously remembered the time that Martell came and asked, can we kind of help the Scots out and tell them what to do with this business, how to get this business going, the property, I believe it was the property preservation business or whatever. But since then they've kind of upgraded it to, I guess, residential and commercial building. Okay, which is fine, because Marceau does have the builder's like a general contractor's license or whatever, and she has a, I think, I forget. Does she have a builder's license or just a real estate license? Or does she got a general contractor's license? I don't know. I forget. I mean, I don't try to memorize all the damn alphabets after this lady's name. But yeah, so I just felt like, damn, he really got a grovel. Like, he's going back on all fours trying to get back in, these people good graces, and Letitia taking him through it. Like, she's taking him down through it. Like, all the mess that he said, when they were, when he was married to Mel, and how he was constantly saying, Marceau got 20 women, and he was doing that because Marceau was constantly joking and playing around with the idea of Martell cheating, which he truly was. But if you're a friend of his, in Martell's defense, if you are a friend of his, you know what I mean, why are you constantly bringing that shit up and joking about it and all this and that? You know what I mean? I'm trying to get back in with my wife, but you constantly on the show joking about it and, making things worse. Stop. You know what I mean? So, yeah, at that time, he was constantly trying to deny, and get back in good with Melanie before she just said, no more, right? So, because of that, he like, you cheat too? Like, you got 20 women, which was maybe an exaggeration or maybe not. Who knows? But basically what he was saying was, don't talk about me and joking around with me cheating when you do the same thing. And we have heard the rumors. We have heard the rumors about Marceau just as much as Martell. We don't know that there's any truth to it, because unlike Martell, we have not seen any receipts, any real receipts, y'all. And that means something. I mean, hell, this show is in season 4 or whatever, season 5, whatever it is, 4 or 5, and we ain't really seen no real receipts. Now, either he got a good grip on all the people that he's talked to, or maybe it's just one particular woman, Yolanda, or whatever they said her name was, allegedly. Maybe it's just one particular woman, right? That he really got a grip on, that he like, shut it up, don't say ish. You know what I mean? And she hasn't. So, but apparently she ain't scorned, she ain't hurt. He must be giving her everything she wants. Because most women who hurt or scorn or whatever, they gonna talk. But, so, cat ain't really truly out of the bag yet. We'll see. But, yeah, I just felt like Martell is in a bad place. More so than we realized. Because this man won't face his fears. Like, he won't do the work. He won't do the hard work. And I can understand that sometimes when you have a fear of failure, or feel fear that you can't accomplish something, or just the fear and the anxiety of something being really hard to do, or really hard to accomplish or conquer, you shut down. You just be like, forget it. I ain't doing it. I can't do it, And you don't want to do that hard work to get it done, whatever that might be. In his case, is studying his butt off to try to get the knowledge that he needs and retain the information that he needs to pass this builder's license. Somebody else might be, who knows, taking a test to, measure their IQ or something. Somebody else might be trying to get into college. Someone else may be taking some type of test to get some type of job, or maybe it has nothing to do with a test or a job. It's just fear of something, and it is serious for people who suffer from that. It can be debilitating. Like, it can really cast something over your life where you're not progressing because of your fears. What, you know what I mean? And I think that's again, I'm not anywhere near a therapist, but it's just like, to me, it just seems like he won't, because what it is that he rather do this. He rather go over to Marceau and them, and try to sweet talk them into pulling him back into the business scope, than sitting down and really doing what the F he got to do to pass this test, and be your own boss, be your own, in charge of your own ish, inquire business on your own, because you got your own business. He already got the skill. He's built houses, so he said, you know what I mean? So, and they did build houses. That was one of their jobs that they did after the property preservation. He learned to build homes. They had the builders, like, well, Mel had the builder's license, and from that he built homes under her builder's license, and he could do that because they were married. But instead of knuckling up and doing the work, you rather go back to them and try to con them and talk them and sweet talk them into letting you back in the scope. And Tisha she didn't hold him up. Like I said, she took him down through it, like, talked about everything that he said and all the little snide remarks and the little comments to 20 women, you know what I mean? Not realizing that he going off on him, saying he got 20 women because you keep joking with me. And you just don't need to say nothing about nothing when you know what I know about you. That's basically what Martell's stance is. When you know I know. So why are you even doing that? You know what I mean? But, oh my God, you guys let me know what you think. What do you think? I mean, am I on to something? Do you agree with me? Or are you like, no, she way off? Because that's what I feel. I mean, it's my opinion, just my opinion. I'm not right, I'm not wrong. It's just my opinion. But I feel like he'd rather go grovel to them and try to get back in the scope instead of just getting this builder's license and doing what the hell he got to do to get that. It's easier for him to do this. This is what's easier to him, what's comfortable. You know what I mean? He's not facing the fear, and that fear is taking that test, fear of failure or what have you. But yeah, and when all the guys were at that little game spot where they were trying to throw the ball to drop the pins, Marceau was lighting into him then with all that little crazy double talk, Marceauing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just tell me what you guys think, please. Like, comment, and subscribe.